Hi guys, and welcome back to the Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are in the year 1306 and we're inching closer towards the decade being over. But here is Phillip Halliwell. We were introduced to him last episode at the archery competition, and he's in town. He's Phineas's little brother. There's a 5-year age gap between the two. Phineas left Phillip around the age of 14 or 15 to get married to Philippa, and they moved to a new village, and Phillip was left with a sickly mother who died shortly before there was a fire in the village that Phillip and Phineas are from. And instead of going to his brother for help, Phillip decided to travel from village to village because he's an adventurous sim. He's one of those sims that does not want to accept the fact that they are a peasant. He really feels like he can do something with his life. And so he's just roaming from town to town, meeting different people. And he just feels like he has a greater purpose in this world. So I have him staying in this inn. That's what I'm calling it. It could be called something else. I don't really know. But so he's eating some seed porridge right now, which was made by Margaret and her mother, who works here at the inn. Margaret is going to be one of the sims that Phillip actually gets to choose from for his batch choosing. And oh my gosh, she set the stove on fire, and Phillip went ahead and put the fire out while everybody else ran outside. So yeah, I would say he's a very fearless sim, very brave. And right now he's stuck here in town because he doesn't really have any money. He has to find odd jobs when he gets to new villages just so he can collect some money so he can travel to the next village. And Phillip really doesn't know what it is in life that he wants to do, but he does know that there is more to life than what Phineas and Philippa are doing, which is making babies and working basically until they die. I wouldn't say that he opposes settling down like his brother, but he doesn't want to do that right now. So I don't know, things can change in the future. He might change his mind if the right person comes into his life, which we'll see later if there is somebody for him. So we're just stuck here at the end. There's really nothing to do. He hasn't found a job yet. So he's gonna just play cards with one of the other men. Let's see, Tim Cook. They're gonna go upstairs and they're gonna play cards with each other and maybe get to know each other. Since Phineas, I'm getting them mixed up. Phillip just came into town and he really doesn't know anybody except for his brother. And oh wow, Tim looks like he hasn't bathed or showered in weeks or days. And that's crazy because there's a lot of places in that inn that he could take care of himself in. And I guess it's just the medieval time, huh? So yeah, they played this card game for a little while. I wonder what card games actually existed in the medieval period. But at some point, Tim went to nap on the floor, and Dan came up there to keep Phillip company. And I'm showing you guys Phillip's traits right now. So he's a goofball, he's a bit childish, he's mischievous, he's not good at the handiness skill, he's great at gardening, and he's a lousy cook, which is fine. We don't need him to be. He's also adventurous, like I said before. But him and Dan really got along, so I think that's a great friendship that we could build in future episodes. And yeah, look, Tim is just like sprawled out on the floor. So now we got Margaret here. So like I said earlier, she's going to be one of the sims, a part of the batch choosing, and she works here with her mother. I checked to see how she felt about Phillip, and she found him to be very attractive. We do not know yet if Phillip feels anything for her, but we'll see once we go to the market and we get all the girls there. So we're here at the market. Phineas was there, and I guess he got there too late because Rosalind was in his spot selling things. I changed this lot to a community lot. So this is how we're going to be doing the batch choosing. With the Wonderful Whims mod, there's an attractive system, and we're just gonna see who he's attracted to. Usually they'll tell you, like, it'll give you a notification which, like, the first person he really sees, but it didn't do that for me this episode. But we did see who he liked. He liked it Anna Stone, but it said he liked it Anna Stone, but I did not see him say anything about her. So I just went around greeting all the girls, and he felt nothing for Emma. He actually liked more of the married Sims than he did any of my new girls, which I thought was funny. But he did find Annis Reed very attractive, so I say she's a winner. She's gonna be the Sim that he's married. So he didn't have a great sentiment for her. She thought she was a manic, but she thought he was cool and adventurous. So we're gonna develop their relationship. I'm gonna do that through a machinima, and you guys see that. We will see that next week. So they'll fall in love in the year 1306, and then I'll have them get married next year. So now we're back at the inn, and Phillip is just gonna eat some food and then probably go straight to bed. So yeah, tell me how you guys feel about Annis, because I actually was rooting for her and Emma, and it really surprised me that he felt nothing for Emma, because Emma is a really gorgeous Sim, but I still think Annis is a great choice. They might actually have more in common with each other than he would with the other girls. Annis was the girl playing the lute in the last episode, and that's something that she'll have in common with Phineas. Phineas used to play the lute around Phillip when he was younger, so that'll be something they can bond over in the future. And that's probably actually where Phillip took notice of Annis at the festival. So yeah, I think this works out for him. So now it's getting pretty late, so he's gonna go to bed, and he doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna be sticking around for much longer than he actually anticipated on, which I'm happy about. He might not be happy about. Well, he'll probably be happy about, because he'll really be with somebody that he loves. So, oh, I can't wait to play that through. So that's Phillip, and he'll go to bed now, and then we're just gonna head on back to our main household. So we're here now, and it's early in the morning, and the twins are up, or they're up for now, but they're about to be put down, and this house is absolutely a mess. So we're gonna have Philippa go ahead and start cleaning up. Maybe clean those dishes, clean up that mess on the floor, clean up that potty chair, and we're gonna work on the garden. We're gonna water it and properly weed it as well. We could actually, since Phillip is good at gardening, apparently, he could actually come here and work for them. Maybe that could be an idea. Or maybe Annis and Phillip can move in with them. What do you guys think? Should they move in with them? I mean, we don't have any space right now, but I could probably build something on the lot for them, and they could stay. It really depends on how many children they roll to have, or if they have any at all. Oh, and wouldn't that be tragic if they rolled not to have any children? I don't want that to happen, because I want some change in the genetics right now, because everybody's gonna have brown hair and blue eyes at this point. And I think it would be nice to see some red-headed Halliwells walking around here one day. But we'll see. We're still on the first generation, and there's so many years to go. And our cow! This is our second cow to die. Now we only have one cow left, and we don't have the funds. At this point, we really didn't have the funds to purchase another cow. So I just had Phillip go outside to take care of our remaining cow, and inside, Philippa was talking to her baby boy, Manfred, who is about to age up soon. Can't wait to see that if he gets to live. But they got a sentiment with each other. Manfred, about Manfred Halliwell. So Philippa got a sentiment with Manfred, and she adores him. I mean, of course she does. That's her baby. And now the twins have woken up, or no, both of them have woken up. So they probably need to be fed. So Phillip is gonna go ahead and breastfeed the both of them. I've been having trouble with keeping Phineas from the twins, from bottle feeding them, because he likes to come in a lot. Now she's gonna breastfeed Claire, and Manfred and Phineas have gone to take a nap together. That was cute. I went ahead and stocked the pond back there because there's no fish in that pond, and eventually I want Phineas to only fish in the backyard instead of having to walk up that hill in the back of our house. And now we're at the market, and now he has competition at the market, and this was not what I was planning, but Finn had basically took all of Phineas's customers, and we barely sold anything at the market, which was an epic fail. But now we're back home. His knees are pretty low, so he'll probably go into the house and eat some food, then get ready for bed. And the same could be said for Phillip. But oh, look at Manfred. He's using the potty by himself. Like, he has come such a long way. I'm so proud of him. And now our babies are very tired as well, so I need Phillip to get back up and put them into their cribs. The two of them will actually age up tomorrow, so we could potentially have 2 new toddlers running around the house. But Manfred won't be a toddler for long. He'll be aging up into a child next episode, and hopefully he'll beat that role. He only has to avoid 2 numbers this time, so I think he has a good shot at living. But now we're gonna have Phillip and Phineas try for another baby, because you never know with this challenge, and we need to have as many babies as we possibly can, so they're gonna try. So it's the morning of the next day, and it's almost time to age up our babies. And what is Phillip doing outside? So we're gonna start with Botwin. We're gonna roll for Botwin, and we'll see what he rolls. He rolled a 9, so he gets to age up into a toddler. And now we're gonna roll for Claire. She rolled a 10, so they both get their age up to toddlers, and this is exciting. So we got 2 toddlers in the house, and now Phillip has to wake them both up because they tried to go to sleep. So Botwin aged up, and he got the charmer trait, so he's gonna be a sweetheart. And now we're gonna have to wake up Claire and age her up. And she rolled the fussy trait, so she's gonna be a crybaby. I didn't want to say it last episode, but she's definitely gonna be a crybaby. So now we're gonna go and cast and dress them up. This is Botwin before, and this is Botwin afterwards. So adorable. Look at him. And Claire looked like a nightmare before, but we made her look cute in the end. Like, look at her, she's so cute. These babies, they make some really good looking children. I decided to sell one of each of the cribs in the cradle, because what are the odds of them having twins again? So, and then I went ahead and put down 2 new toddler beds for them. And Claire was already tired, so she's gonna go take a nap or go to bed, and so is little Botwin as well. And last episode, we actually traded one of our cows for ingredients. So this is Philippa going to the mall and seeing what we got. I'm probably gonna destroy all those jams because I don't think those existed back then, and all the other stuff that probably wouldn't have existed. But we're gonna keep the wool, the colored wools and stuff. And with the money that we now have from selling the crib and the cradle, I decided that we had enough money to purchase a llama. And I was shocked to find out that the price for the llamas actually, like the price with this mod, it changes every day. So the llama was cheaper than it would have been a couple of days ago. But this is good news. So now we can share our llama for wool every day, and now Philippa will be able to use the loom to start making cloths, rugs, clothing soon. It's gonna be fun. But now we have Manfred running around the house like a maniac. I had him stop and play with one of his toys to keep him, I don't know, from being bored. But later no, this is a new day. This is a new day. Okay, sorry. So, Philippa actually got pregnant. I was shocked. I didn't even check to see, and I didn't find out until like on Saturday when she got her first bump. So we're gonna have another Halliwell baby in the family. I'm really gonna have to expand the house because we don't have a lot of room anymore. So I'll probably add a upstairs once the baby comes, and that'll be like the area for the baby until further notice. I don't know, we'll see when I get there. But we also got some flour in the mill from trading our cow. So now I have Philippa making some bread. She picks up some of that butter that we made ages ago so that she can make the bread. And I also made her make a wheel of cheese. So that is one of the meals we can eat in the future, some bread and cheese. I had her I placed the bread and the cheese on the shelves, and we'll use them when we need them in the future. So yeah, here she goes. She's gonna make a cheese wheel. And Phineas got up and he went outside to take care of our animals. Our sheep is named Tina apparently, so our cow is named Clara, I think. So he went out there to take care of both of them. And Philippa and Manfred are up and they're talking, and the babies stink. They woke up, and I think Philippa is about to give one of them a bath, probably Bodwin. Yeah, Bodwin is getting a bath, and then maybe we'll bathe Claire afterwards. Like, look at her, she's so adorable. And look at our babies, just I'm glad they can walk around now and they're not infants anymore. But now we can make wool, and I was gonna have her make some more dyes, but I had to send Phineas out to go collect some seawater so that we can make yarns with the ye old cookbook. And until he returned, I just had Philippa continue to build her dye collection. And it's almost 1307 at this point, and I'm really excited about that because in 1307 we're gonna have a wedding, and we're also gonna have a child possibly in the household, our first child. So now I am just putting down some toys for the twins to play with to keep themselves occupied. I also went ahead and placed down a loot for Phineas since we had the funds for one. Now we're back to being piss poor, but it was worth it. Phineas deserves something to up his fun. So does Philippa, but I don't know what to get her yet. I actually think her fun will most likely come from being religious and being a part of her prayer group. So we'll work more with that in the future. But now Phineas has brought back the seawater And I'm just gonna place that on the floor, and eventually I'll use it, put it in Philippa's inventory so she can make some yarn. So now Phineas is testing out his new loot. We'll say he bought it from the market, and now he's playing, and he's naturally already good. I feel like he's been playing his whole life, but he probably lost his old loot or had to leave it behind when he moved here, and now it's just like, maybe they can, if I can get like a campfire outside one day, and like have the kids sit around and just listen to their dad play the loot. Maybe that could be the next end credit scene. What do you guys think? Oh, I actually might have you guys vote who gets the next end credit scene. I do have my community tab now, so I can do a poll. You guys can vote on who will be like the next end credit scene. So that might be any of the kids, Phineas, or Phillip. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and have Philippa go ahead and make some yarn, and we can make some red yarn with our red dyes. And next episode we'll start to work with the loom, and that'll be something that she'll probably occupy herself with. And when Manfred ages up into a child, and if he's able to live, he's probably going to take over the candle making, and he'll be the one making all the candles, as well as cleaning up the cow area with his dad and stuff. So now I'm just gonna have Phineas stop with the loot so that the children can go to bed. They're pretty tired. It's getting later into the day, and he's gonna actually go into the workshop and make some furniture. I try to get him to make one of those a day, and we can sell that. It's quick money, but I feel like it's less cheaty when I only do it once a day. And look, little Claire is getting potty trained. So now I think so I'm just gonna go into the build mode and sell that dining chair. I think whatever it is that he just made in the workshop, I'm gonna sell it. Was it a dining chair? I think it was a dining chair. No, it was a dining table. Oh well. We're gonna sell that. See, that's quick money, but I try to do it only once a day because that money can add up quick. And currently Claire is being potty trained, and then she'll also probably go to bed. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it right here, you guys. So I am happy with Philip's choice in his spouse. I really like Annis. I'm gonna really like playing with her. What do you guys think? Should we move them in with us, or should they get their own lot? And should Phillip come work for us? Like, should we like pay him to work on our garden, to go out and go foraging for us? Or should he do something else? Or should he just get his own place and work on his own farm and build his wealth that way? We're gonna have another baby next episode. That's gonna be exciting. I'm kind of scared because we've been really lucky as of late with the rolls, and how lucky can we still be in the future? We're also gonna have little Manfred age up next part. I'm gonna, like I said earlier, the way we're gonna do a machinima for Annis and Phillip and the way they fall in love and their story. And Manfred's gonna age up to a child, and we're gonna have I already said that, but we're gonna have a baby. So yeah, so lots to look forward to in the next episode. And also, who do you guys want to have the next the next end credit scene for the 1310s. I would like to know that. I might actually make that a poll. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next year.